Okay.
Welcome back to the Truth Over Fitness from Underdogs on Top. My name is Chie Figure Prodigy Terui.
And I am Sir Earl Bell.
And today we wanted to discuss
Your health issues.
your health issues.
Not,
So, we are always dealing with, so many different type of clients. Some people, their goal is to weight loss, gaining the muscle. But most of all, what I always wanted to help, or myself as well, because I have a high cholesterol issues. So I always tell clients that, health come first, because your body is not healthy, you can't do anything. Even though you have so much money, you cannot enjoy it, right? So make sure to take care of yourself, because right now it's really this society, far as like this country, so many things is not really good for you,
yeah.
unfortunately. And before, yes, United States have a lot of high in carb and, like a volume of the food issues, compared to my country, Japan. So that there's a lot of obesity issues, gaining a weight because you eat too much. But the food itself is now changing. The quality is changing. It was bad. Some food was bad then, but now it's worse.
Yeah.
So what happened is that not only yourself, but for family. I see, because I have some teenagers, college kids, coming to train, and I always ask what they have been eating. What did you eat this morning? You know what I mean? And there was a Hot Pocket or ramen noodles. I was like, no way. You know what? You are track athlete.
Right.
And you had the Hot Pocket? No, that's not really good nutrition food.
Right.
You know what I mean? In order for you to function, and especially you are an athlete. And I am a mother of 3, well, including my stepson is a 4. Since when they were elementary school, I always make their lunch, dinner, and I make sure there's a breakfast too. Breakfast is always important. But the especially lunch, as high school, the school here, really different than how I grew up in Japan. So it's no nutrition value on those lunches. And so that's what I, always make up my children lunches from elementary school all the way up to high school. The dinner, I made it sure, because I am on my, certain diet, and I always cook. So, I believe that my children need to be eating healthy food as well. So, somewhat, they're not strict diet as I was, but, I will always cook the home meal. So, as a result of that, our children are healthy, thank God. But now what I'm hearing from clients as a family member or friends that, they have a stage 4 colon cancer or stage 3 breast cancer in such a young age. And that's really coming from what probably most of it, not all of it, but most of it coming from their diet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that I am concerned in this, while we're trying to take care of talking or bringing up the subject of the health issues. Okay, recently we've had clients, old clients, and clients that stopped training or whatever. And my thing is this: if you look around you, majority, 80 to 90% of people are fat, obese, and overweight. Okay, that's no matter where you go. People treat health like it's an option, okay? And it's not. And we have clients or particular clients that will they will watch their health deteriorate and progress, and they go from just being able to walk to not being able to walk to rolling around on a scooter and my thing is, what the fuck did you think? You thought it was going to get better?
When you stop.
Right.
Right.
It's like you join and it's a hard climb, but stopping and not continuing to do it
Worse.
is worse. And they call you and ask the same goddamn question that you try to help them prevent. And my question always is, what did you think was going to happen? You thought your health was going to get... Here's the thing, people. Health problems don't get better, by stopping what you're doing. I know firsthand from having a stroke, no, it can't prevent it from happening. But I tell you what, it helped me recover and get back to normal way more than people that's not. Because, I thought for a long period of time, strokes was no big deal because it wasn't a big deal to me. I didn't have to go to therapy. I didn't have to fucking lose limbs. I didn't have to do any of that. So I had to, one, ask my doctor, and two, really study up that, my doctor told me I'd rather have a fucking heart attack than a stroke.
Right.
And I never thought it was that serious because I didn't go through all that.
Right.
And the reason I didn't is because my health was strong. My body could respond from it. So when I see people, and we get this call a lot, they're asking questions about now what can they do after they stop training and their health issues got worse. Their back hurt worse. Like I say, they went from not being able to walk to now you got to ride around a scooter. And my question always is the same thing. Did you think it was going to get better?
And a lot of time, yes, personal training is a little bit more cost than, you go in an open gym. But you don't go to the open gym, even
Right.
though you're paying a monthly membership.
Right.
So in your head, or you have intention to go, right? The ratio is kind of, that's too much money. But look at what you're facing now.
Right.
Right? You have to pay to take a pain pills. You have to go see the doctor, which is all a cost.
Right.
And then now you can't go nowhere, so you sit at home like you in jail.
Right.
You can't even move around. Even though you take a trip, you got to be on a wheelchair, go through the airport.
Right.
Or when you want to see sightseeing, you got to be on some type of the scooter.
Right.
And so I said, is that what you want? You know what I mean? But I told you. I don't know why people don't believe us.
That's what I'm saying. People, I always say, when you tell them that they need to continue to work out and what they need to do, they think you're trying to hustle your service.
It is crazy. And
Yeah.
it's just like, even though, like I said, the episode, we talked about following a nutrition guide that I actually gave you.
Right.
Right? But they don't really believe that.
Right.
I'm just like, well, it's the same price, so I really don't care because
Right.
I'm okay. I do what I have to do, my exercise or the meal prep or whatever I have to do, measuring food, all of that. You know what I mean? And then so, step that you take, I took it.
Right.
And that's where we are.
And the thing is, my diet, one, I was always disciplined with my diet, but monitoring your blood sugar, 2-3 times a week, not eating at the certain times, not eating certain kind of foods, not too many carbs. So I had to adjust after my stroke because your body's just not the same. But the difference is, because I follow those guidelines, most people will tell me, man, you don't look like you ever suffered a stroke. Well, I suffered 3 of them. And it don't look like it because I follow what I should do, you know. And I can only imagine for someone that's not used to disciplined eating. Now you go and you laying your ass in the hospital and the doctor's telling you, okay, you cannot do this anymore. You can't do this anymore. It's got to be hard because my eating was disciplined before. So it was really not a big, huge deal to change it to something else, which I had to do. Some people, you eat like shit until they tell you you're going to fucking die if you continue to do that. Now you're forced to follow things the way you should follow. I don't want to be forced, you know. So my life was disciplined. My eating was disciplined before all of that.
Yeah. I mean, we both have to adjust that.
Yeah.
Too. You know, sometimes you had a hard time. You wanted to have some sweets. I said no. You know what I mean? So even us, because we are human, you know, sometimes I might want to have fried chicken. But I have a high cholesterol, so I probably can only do once in a while.
Right.
You know, so as Earl, he can't eat no cookies and cakes, even though he want to.
I do want to.
Right. But if he does, and then guess what? You got to face the consequences.
Right.
And a lot of time, it is just people think that when you're taking medication, it's okay. You know, but your health is not going back.
No.
Or not, it's not getting better. You have to make an effort to make your health better.
And you know, the thing is that people don't realize when you get hooked to medication, it has a ton of side effects. You know,
yeah.
So you take the medication to take your blood pressure down, but your fucking heart can die. You know, you can pass out. It's so many things that come with that. You know what I'm saying?
I see that a lot of far as a side effect that what Earl had to go through. So, you know, if you like a cholesterol medicine, if you take it, yeah, but your effect to your kidney or you know, so other things might get worse, right?
That's why when you look at a commercial and they say, "Hey, take this for your high blood sugar," okay, and then they spend 2 seconds on telling you what to take, and 2 minutes on all the fucking side effects that it's gonna do, you know, and it's like.
And the thing is, if you are type 2 diabetic, especially, you can reverse that. You know what I mean? So it's a high blood pressure. Now, sometimes, you know, matter of fact, I was talking to one of my clients. She is on this medication she said from the freaking 90s, right? And then, have your doses ever changed? She said no. But now here she is eating healthy and eating better. You lost weight. It has to have some type of changes.
Yeah.
And you are managing your blood pressure better.
Yeah.
You know, it can't be, you know, the last 2-3 decades, you on the same doses.
Right.
Just, you know, so if you don't speak up to your doctor and what's going on, they are not just going to automatically take you off, right? So they might do the test and then, okay, you're getting better, you know.
And you know, and the thing is, and people, it's funny how they treat their health. You only get one body, one life. That's it. I had a client, Corey. You know, when he started to eat right, they took him off water pills.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because now you're drinking enough water that your body is regulated and you don't have to take a pill to do it. So he said that was one of the happiest days of his life when
he's managing his blood pressure.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So we are not a doctor. So we have to really careful what we suggest our clients. I always tell clients, you know, talk to your doctor about it. Yeah. You know, matter of fact, you can always ask them a question. You know, not just to be, they put you on the medication and, you know, Okay, you got better. You made a progress with a good eating to the healthy lifestyle. So you probably your health is improving. So ask the doctor that, hey, might take continue to take this medication, or they might get decreased
Right.
their doses. You know what I mean? So, but so a couple of our clients call back last 2 weeks a couple of times that oh, my leg is got so weak, and now I'm issue of a balancing, or all my pain is, but you're not doing nothing about it. Now, calling me is not going to fix anything. Okay? And I told them hey, I have been telling you, what to do. Now, you a grown man. You do whatever, you decided to do, and I can't make you do that. But I already know it's not if, it's a when.
Yeah.
Right? So if you don't take action, we get older. We can't stop that. Right? So we got to treat our body according to how our age goes.
Right.
And so I wish I can be at just 35 forever. But when you train, your bodies are strong, your muscles are strong, and muscle can support your joint and bone and a nerve. And also, like I said, many people, I have a couple of clients that, they have now bone density issues. Okay? So if you're not eating enough certain things, which is sometimes now everybody on the weight loss, the medication, what happens, suppress your appetite, which is your body is not getting enough nutrient.
Right.
And then now top of that, some people is a vegan or, vegetarian, and they are not taking enough protein. So what happened, that affects to your bone. You might work out all the time, but you not give back to your body what the body needs. So what happened? The body will take it from your bone.
Right.
And and then so it's just like we have this platform to send you guys a message or talk about it. So these, our last 30 some years of health and fitness, and then dealing with so many different type of clients experience. That's what we actually sharing you guys. So we're not just talking.
Right.
We're not just reading a book.
Right. And that's one of the reasons that we decided to call this the Truth of Fitness. I mean, we don't get paid to do this. We actually pay people to do this for us. And the things that we share with you guys are not things that we heard about. We ain't a trainer at somebody else's gym. We own our own gym. We've owned it for well over 30 plus years. And these are actual clients that we see and talk to every single day. These are stories that we share with you because we do this every single day, all the time.
To share so your guys can hopefully listen and then take action and can have a healthy lifestyle. So, we are truly passionate about what we do for training clients and also help people get to their goals. So yeah, when we train, we joke around and things like that. But what we say, everything is coming from our experience and what we saw. So, unfortunately, some clients didn't, take it advice and take a little bit more longer. But, that's your time. That's okay. Fitness journey, everybody's a different. But what I'm saying is you can't just talk about it. You gotta do it. If you don't do it, it's not going to happen. And then guess what? Time just go past so quickly, which is I cannot believe. I will be 54 this year. It's crazy. But I am healthy. I can move around. Because of it, I have been eating good nutrition diet and the training. So, I hope everybody, this is truly frustrating part. That's why we mention it so many times on our podcast that, as a clients coming in and they pay us to do, they spend their time and their money to come, and I don't want them to waste it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if we telling you that, don't just listen, and then, but when Dr. Oz mentioned it, I'd be like, yeah, Dr. Oz said, no, Chie already told you, okay? So take it a little bit more seriously about what's going on with your health. Check yourself. If something that you haven't not doing, just you haven't, doing, you have to take a step and make sure you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
take it serious. True health issues. Yeah.
Yes, because you don't want to look it back. And later on, after you can't really walk.
Right.
And they be like, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And then it's 10, 20 times harder.
Yeah.
And especially when you start late, it is harder. You have more weight on your joint. Your muscles are weak. And also, that's another thing. People going to surgery, like a knee replacement or even the back surgery, I always say, no, don't do it. But, if you're not training before, which is muscle is already weaker.
Right.
And if you have, the weight issues, after your surgery, your recovery going to be really tough.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the weight, muscle is not strong enough to support your joint. And then you just got a knee replacement, but that you gain more weight, right? So that it is a process that takes a longer. So I always, some clients that they have they know when is their knee replacement surgery and things like that. I said, no, let's get going. And, let's build the muscle, much as we can, so that your recovery process can be easier.
Right.
You know what I mean? So. It's a lot of things that, like I said, we mention it here. We're not just talking. So, please listen, and hopefully you guys can have a healthy lifestyle and pain-free. You know what I mean? And medication-free.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what we are hoping to everyone and listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. But if you like our episode, please hit like. If you have any question or message, you can always send us the message through our platform, social media, as far as like a Facebook, Instagram. Earl have been always posting about 12 to 14 platform every morning to have a lot of connection with so many people. So, I want you to support us as a hit like and share and subscribe.
So until next time,
we will see you guys.
We'll see you. All right. Peace
later.
out.
Bye.